Hey guys, my name is Courtney and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be doing this look, which is basically like my everyday sort of glam look. I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth of why I choose certain products and why I like certain products for my skin tone, why I choose certain brushes and all of that good stuff. So if you're interested in sort of getting this look and sort of learning a little bit about, you know, some different choices that I make in my everyday routine, then keep watching. Alright, so first things first, my eyebrows are already done and I will link a eyebrow tutorial in the description box below. To get started, we are going to prime our eyes with the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, and then I'm going to take my beauty blender and blend that out. You can use a brush, whatever is comfortable for you. And I'm also going to set this with some setting powder. Any setting powder of your choosing will work. Alright, so the first palette I wanted to talk about was the ABH. This is the Soft Glam palette. So this is a really great everyday palette. You can get some really good neutral soft looks out of it. Obviously it's called Soft Glam. The other palette that I use like crazy, which is why it's like ridiculously embarrassingly dirty, this is the Perception palette from Makeup Shayla and Colourpop. This is a really great everyday palette as well. This one kind of gives you a little bit more to work with in terms of different looks. So I like a brush that has like a slight tip to it. It's still very fluffy, but it has like a slight tip to it. And the reason I like brushes like this is so when I go to do my crease color, if I go back and forth, it's literally getting a little bit on my lid, most of the color in the crease, and then a little bit above it so that I don't have to work too hard to blend above or below. Alright, so to start off, I'm gonna go in, this is a Morphe brush in, what is this? This is M505. So I'm gonna go first in with this sort of tan color. Color is called Culture. I'm gonna put it pretty much on my crease, but a little bit above it. So this is where we're working. And I'm gonna build up that color slightly. I'm just gonna go back and forth. The reason I'm going in with the color like this is so that when I start putting my darker colors on, I can soften it out with this color right here, or a color like this, depending on your skin tone. The next shade I'm going in with is going to be Thick. I'm gonna go a little bit below where we put the first color down, a little bit more into my crease. Alright, I'm gonna clean that brush off. Alright, so this is a BH Cosmetics number 6 brush. It's a little bit thinner, a little bit looser, and it's going to give me a little bit more precision where I want it. So basically I'm gonna go ahead and go into this color Played Out, tap off any excess, and then I'm going to go into sort of this outer part right here and sort of going into the crease a little deeper. I'm gonna take that color Thick back on that Morphe brush, go back over just the top part to make sure we sort of keep that orange color in there and don't lose it. Now I'm gonna go in and cut the crease. And this part is going to take time and practice to do to get it exactly right, because even still sometimes I have issues trying to get it right. So this is the Fenty 2-in-1 eye shimmer. I'm only going to be using this color at the bottom. To me this gives it like a nice base to work with. It's almost like putting a primer or a concealer down, same concept. This is a Colourpop brush. This is an E3 brush, and I kind of put a little bit on my hand. I like to start in the inner corner right here and then sort of carve it out. I start low and then sort of go higher, and I'm using more the tip than anything. But keep in mind I'm also like bringing it a little bit above my crease so that when my eyes are open you can still see it. Basically I'm gonna fill in like halfway. I'm not gonna fill in the whole thing. So about like right there. So I'm gonna go in with the color Spill the Tea, like this light pink champagne color, and I'm gonna go over top of the first part of it. So like this first section, the first third. How about that? Is that what I'm trying to say? Then I'm gonna go in the color at the top, TF, and that's gonna be on my middle portion. I'm gonna go in with a even thinner, like It's still a fluffy brush, but it's really, really thin. And this is a BH Cosmetics number 7. I'm gonna go in with that color Played Out, just a little bit on the brush, and I'm going to put that on the outer corner, sort of blending in with the shimmer. And I'm also gonna take it right above where I cut the crease, because I want to kind of make that a little bit darker, all the way down. Okay, so this is the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper, and to me this is just a lot more easy because you can literally just draw what you need to draw, and it goes over shimmer shadows and glitter shadows really well. The Kat Von D tattoo liner is a little bit more tried and true for me, so I'm gonna go with that one. All I'm really gonna do is line lightly. It's not completely necessary for you to line your lash with the liquid liner. I like to do it because my lashes tend to have a little bit of a thicker band. So one thing I am gonna do, I wanna go in with my Soft Glam palette. I'm gonna take the color Tempura and mix it with Orange Soda. I'm gonna take that thin brush, clean that off, that thin fluffy BH brush. I'm gonna take those two colors as a brow bone highlight, just a little bit to sort of give it a little bit more dimension. Will those be a little too much? That looks like a little too much. These are the Cakeface Beauty and Kim Tai collab. These are the Lionhearted lashes that I'm going to use today. I am going to do a full-on lash tutorial at some point. I don't know when or how. I think I need a better zoom in order to show you guys exactly what I do. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera. Give me a second. Today I'm going to go in with the Hourglass Stick Foundation. I have the color Natural Amber, which to me, this is probably one of my closest matching colors ever. And the finish is so beautiful. It is slightly dewy, so I am gonna set it. But I do love this. And you can use a beauty blender for this, but I tend to like to use a brush, especially for stick foundations in general. Like, brushes just work a little bit better. I'm going to use my dirty Fenty Beauty foundation brush. We're gonna take these earrings off. Let's blend. And this foundation is the foundation I've been using the most lately. This, my Dior Face and Body, and my Becca. Those have been my top 3. Those have been the only ones that I've been using this month. Now I'm gonna go in with my favorite concealer of all time ever. This is the Kylie concealer. And I know what you're thinking, oh my god, it's Kylie, like why? But in actuality, this is the most creamy, full coverage, non-drying concealer I think I've ever found. To me, I can go without setting this and this will not crease on me, period. Point blank, period. However, the reason I do set it is because for under the eye, it is a little bit dewy. Not even a little bit dewy, it's a lot dewy. I'm covering my dark circles, but I'm also making sure I'm bringing it down low enough where, like, there's that little, I don't know if you guys can see it. All right, so I have like a little crease right here. A lot of people have it to where it's like a deep set eye. So I'm making sure that I'm bringing enough to cover that while also covering my dark circles. Because essentially what I'm doing is lifting the face and giving the illusion that that deep set circle is not there. Now, of course, every now and then when I turn to the side, you're gonna be able to see it. There it is. I didn't used to actually highlight and contour and everything like that. I was very basic and minimal. But the more I really got into doing different makeup looks, the more I realized that sometimes it is very necessary, because your foundation basically is making you sort of one note. It's your foundation, it's flat, right? So I would highlight, but then I'd be like, but I could use something else. The reason why maybe my makeup before wasn't the best that it could have been is because I didn't have that balance. Not to say that you still need to do like this whole situation, but I enjoy doing it because to me it's more of an artistic way to represent my face. If that makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna take my beauty blender and I'm just going to blend everything on out. So now we're gonna take it underneath the eyes. I'm gonna bring it into my nose just a little bit. We're gonna be doing a slight nose contour. So this sort of helps me blend my nose contour a little bit better. Right now I'm going to go in with the Peach Perfect setting powder, the same setting powder I used earlier. I'm gonna start underneath my eye and drag it out. Now one thing I am gonna do is sort of create a line right there. Oop, there it is. both sides. This will help me out with my contour later. And so every place that I put that concealer is where I'm going to put that powder. Now I'm going to take a brush and just sort of sweep that off. I don't ever leave it on there for too long. It's really just enough to get it on there and then take it right back off. See how smooth everything is, and everything is just soft to the touch. I love this. Love, 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 love this powder. Did I show you guys this powder? All right, so this is the Peach Perfect. This is what I've been talking about this whole time. So for my contour today, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Matte Sticks, and this is the color Truffle. We're gonna do a light contour today, so it's gonna be there. I'm gonna put it on my forehead because I have a massive forehead and we're trying to cover that up a little bit. And I'm gonna put it on my jawline so I can create more of a structured jawline. This is a little stipple brush from e.l.f. You can get a bigger stipple. I just like it for this cream product. I just like it a little bit better. So I still have the line there. I like mine to be a little bit more light and subtle. I know some people like a really, really deep sucked in contour. I'm just gonna go a little bit lighter since this is like my everyday look, but you can definitely build that up a little bit more if you wanted to. In order to do the contour on my nose, I'm gonna take that same matchstick. I'm gonna take this, what brush is this? This is a Vasanti concealer buffer brush, and we're gonna brush that on the top. And because I'm gonna do a light contour on my nose, I'm just gonna take it and sort of go down the side where I want the contour to be. Very lightly, I'm not pressing down, I'm just barely putting on any color. And I'm gonna do the same on both sides. Again, this isn't really a necessary step in anybody's makeup routine, but this is just something I like to do, why not? And then I like to go a little bit above it, create that shadow, sort of give myself a button nose. I'm gonna take that same brush that I use. This is by the way, this is a Kat Von D number 25. This is what I use to sort of brush off all of my powder. And I'm gonna just go in and sort of lightly pat at that, just so that it's not that deeply contoured. I'm gonna take my favorite of all time. This is my Becca Sunlit Bronzer in the color Ipanema Sun. This is just one of my favorite bronzers. It has like a slight little bit of sheen to it, which I don't mind. I'm gonna take this Flawless Face brush from e.l.f. and I'm gonna go over my contour but a little bit above it as well. So this is just gonna be me bronzing a little bit. In order to set the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in with a Derma Blend in Warm Saffron. I'm gonna take a big fluffy face brush. My favorite one is the Kat Von D number 20 and set. To finish our eyes, we're gonna go back into the Perception palette. I'm gonna take a pencil brush. I like using the Colourpop E10 pencil brush. It's a little bit, it's not really super duper thin. It's a little bit thicker than a usual pencil brush. But I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna take the color Revenge on my bottom lash line. So I'm gonna put it right there towards the outer corner, and I'm sort of connecting to the top. And this part's gonna be a little bit messy until I blend it out. I'm gonna go into the color Thick. That's gonna go a little tiny bit below that. And I'm gonna bring it a little bit farther out than I brought the other color. So before I blend that, I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty 2-in-1 Shimmer again. You can take it on like a thinner flat brush. And I'm going to put that in my inner corner and drag it right below on my bottom lash line. And I'm gonna have it meet up with that orange color that we did. Then we're going to go into the color Spill the Tea. So I'm gonna lay that on top. All right, so I'm gonna take that same fluffy brush we were using earlier. I'm going to go in with the color Culture and then blend out everything. This is the Colourpop cream eyeliner and this is in the color Honeydew. I'm gonna line my waterline with that. So I tend to like a peachy pink blush. This is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude. This is the color Peachy Keen. I'm sort of focusing it more on my cheek, and then I'm gonna bring it up to sort of mix with that bronzer and contour. For highlighter, I'm going to use the Artist Couture Diamond Glow palette. Of course, this is in the color La Peach. This is the Jackie Aina collab. This is a Morphe M510. 510, could have just said that. We're gonna make ourselves glow. I like to mix it in with the blush. All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Kilowatt Foil highlighter. So if you guys can't tell, I use this, what is this color? The Sandcastle color, all the time. I'm gonna take a brush and put that in my inner corner. I'm gonna take my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the color Radiant Light. And I'm gonna sweep that all over. Urban Decay All Nighter. Alright, I'm gonna take my Colourpop lippy pencil in the color Chi. Then I'm gonna go in, this is the Mademoiselle lippy sticks from Fenty. This is in the color Single. This is the Ellery and Colourpop collab, and this is in the color Stilo. Alright guys, and this is the final look. So if this is a little bit too glam for you, I completely understand. I'll have a few videos coming out where I'm doing a little bit more of a minimalistic look. So stay tuned for those. And that about does it for me. So hopefully this video was helpful. If so, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.